So that it's for the FFFU Fantasy. Also, Dreadlord, do you want to share with us your achievements for the countdown matches?
Oh yeah, I see. Let me just get round to that. Okay, first of all, I categorize these achievements like according to the GameSpot system. So, depending on how hard the difficulty of these achievements, yeah, I've basically ranked them in these difficulty settings. Now let's see. Let's see. Okay, so basically you have the King of Hangman and Letter Mayhem. Basically, to do this, to achieve these, they're pretty much the easiest one. So all you have to do is just score the highest accumulated points from either Hangman or Letter rounds, and only one person can obtain this, or just whoever gets a even number of points. You also don't have Hangman Detective. Basically, whoever solves the most Hangman round terms, whether you guess it wrong or whatever, just as long as you solve it, then yeah, you get the achievement. Now the next one is Term Acknowledgement, which is basically anyone can get this, except if you're an observer or spectator. Basically, any participant can instantly get this as long as they submit a valid term in every letters round, so long as, yeah, they're basically consistent throughout the whole tournament. Now we're on to the difficult sections, where we have Anagram Detective. Anagram Detective is basically where you have to solve the Final Fantasy anagram teasers that's usually located in the very first post of every match thread. So far, we only have Lord Mew, who's quite the enthusiast, and he's kind of stuck on my current one, but we'll hopefully see if anyone else gets around to solving that. The next one we have is King of Conundrum. I wasn't too sure whether this one should be ranked difficult, because in some respects the Conundrum can be quite tough, because you have to simply scramble every letter to form a single term. I don't know how you guys found it. I mean, what did you guys think of the Conundrum round?
I think I got mine. I think I answered that.
Oh yeah, you did get yours.
Mine was Leviathan, I think.
Balmain got his. I myself got mine too. But the reason why I got mine is because it was an easy one. That's why I got mine. It was easy.
I had to rack my brains. It took me about an hour.
I think mine was what was it? It was from Final Fantasy IX. It was an ultimate weapon or something like that. I forgot which one it was, but I just remember that one because the way it was formatted, the way the letters were placed, they were very similar to the actual word. But I'm horrible at the how do you call it? Not the hangman. Is it the hangman I'm horrible at? I don't know. There's one section I'm horrible at. I can't do anything.
Letters?
I don't know which one it is.
There's only letters, hangman, and conundrum.
I think it's hangman. I think I'm horrible at hangman, exactly.
Yeah, that is true. I agree with you, because with hangman, I noticed from Lord Mew's recent match that he ended up submitting a term that had the exact same vowel combination, but it turned out it was actually a different word I was hiding. So you're still liable to get it wrong, even though if you still get another word that has a similar vowel combination. But yeah, that's why I decided to add the penalties, just so you can still get points, because otherwise it would be a bit harsh if you got it wrong and then you can't get it again. But yeah, that's a good thing about hangman. It
slows it down.
Good bonus. Yeah, it slows it down. Gives you a good time to think about it, because you're not constantly racking yourself with vowels and consonants all the time. Oh yeah, okay, we're sidetracking. On to the next one. We have Hangman Savior. Now, this can vary depending on how difficult I decide to choose which Hangman term that should be suitable as the tournament progresses. Basically, you have to guess every Hangman round on your first try. So essentially, you have to make sure you score 10 points in every single Hangman round in the whole tournament.
I don't think anyone's gonna get that.
Actually, I'm not sure. If we check the first matches, have you noticed anyone that got all the Hangman rounds correct on the first go?
I got one, I think. I think. No, I don't remember. I remember reading all the matches.
Anyway, we'll move on to the next one.
But yeah, we'll see it. We'll see you later.
Yeah, okay. Now, the next one is where these are ranked at challenging difficulty. Now, erudition of lexicon, I know I'm using big words here. Basically, you just have to make sure you find at least one 9-letter word during the letters round. Now, I kind of think this is a bit underhanded, because I think this is possibly a ridiculous achievement. Because
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
so far, no one's, not even myself. I couldn't find any 9-letter word, because you need because these are Final Fantasy terms. You'd have to like be extremely lucky to get 9 words that form a single Final Fantasy related term. You know what I mean? It's I think
Yeah.
I think this one's possibly ridiculously even harder than the other one. But yeah,
I have a question.
Yeah,
How do
go
you
ahead.
how do you choose your letters?
How do you choose your
Besides- No, how do you choose the letters? When I say 4 vowels.
Oh, so
5
how?
consonants.
So what do I do? Basically,
Yeah.
there's this website that just generates letters. Like there's 3 buttons that says 3
Right.
vowels,
Yeah.
6 consonants, 4 vowels, 5 consonants, etc., etc. Basically, if you just tell me one of those, then I'll just click the button and it'll generate a random
Oh, okay.
selection.
'Cause I got horrible letter rounds, so.
Oh, yeah, that was
Oh.
true, because you only managed to like find 3 pointers each round.
I think I only got 1 for letter. Oh no, 3. Yeah, you're right. And then I got the last one. as well.
Yeah, overall it wasn't a very consistent high scoring match.
Like,
Anyway,
three eyes in one match. That's ridiculous. Oh, 1 round.
yeah, it was
Okay.
pretty hard.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, next one, half century. This one's probably the most fairest one. Basically, you just have to score at least 50 points in a single match of Countdown. Anyone can get this. It's not just a single person. Just as long as you score over 50, then yeah, the achievement's all yours. Now we have the next one, Conundrum Psychic. You basically have to solve every single conundrum in the entire match, and who can get this? Well, when I refer to finalists, I basically refer to the people who have already made it through their first game. So I'm talking about the top 4 here, basically, because anyone who loses their second match will have to play a consolation match just to decide who's third and fourth. So in total, every
Correct.
contestant has to solve at least 3 conundrums in order to get this. So yeah, this is our most bastard difficult one of all.
That was the last one, correct? The like the
Yeah.
most hardest one.
Yeah.
Uh.
And that's pretty much sums up the whole thing. We also have Damien, Man I Am Smart, who's currently developing a few achievement emblems. We have our first one. I believe that's meant to be Hangman King.
Yeah. Do you want it like that, or do you want it like more colorful, like a yellow crown or stuff like that, or just like that? Is that fine?
I think that seems suitable for the time being. I think
I think it looks pretty
yeah.
nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good then.
It actually, yeah, it looks, yeah. It does look nice.
We'll be sure-
If we tried to copy off the actual program, it's supposed to be blue, but we don't want to copy. We want to
We'll be
have
showing
something
you
new.
we'll be showing you the emblem as this podcast plays. So that is our Hangman, the first emblem there. We'll be making many more of these, and they will be in the Hall of Fame under the Countdown section. And we'll have your names listed there with the emblems or achievements, as they call it now, and you'll be recognized there. So that's for our countdown there, a very detailed description there. Lastly, I just want to cover our homepage will be updated in the following few days. We're going to have a brand new secondary header. We'll be adding the calendar of events, so if you want to see the calendar of events, it is in our union discussion and suggestions thread, but it's going to be placed on the homepage in a PDF file. I know some people had problems opening it, so it'll be on our homepage where you can open it perfectly fine on Google Docs and see the PDF file there. And the homepage will basically have one more addition underneath our secondary header, as you can see here. We're going to have GameSpot's #1 source for everything Final Fantasy. And that's going to be our secondary header. And that'll be pretty much it. We'll be updating that accordingly when new events come about. That's basically all I have to cover. Do any of you two want to cover anything else?
Yeah, just to conclude about the countdown whole tournament. If you do have any like suggestions or feedbacks, please don't hesitate to write in the union suggestions thread, because I have spotted a lot of flaws, and I'd just like to accentuate if there's any other things I might have missed out. Please do speak out. Thanks.
Indeed. Bauman, you have anything to add?
Well, used to do way more than me in the union, but yeah. Have fun, guys. Have fun.
All right. Have fun.
I like how you emphasize your accent there.
Okay, we'll be sending a monthly newsletter. I'm not sure if Angel Bless is going to do anything. But we'll be sending a monthly newsletter out for the entire union, with this podcast attached to it. So we're going to have this newsletter out probably sometime next week, as Balmain said. And we all like to thank you for listening to our first podcast. And we're going to have another one for you in December, early December sometime.
Yep.
All right, this is Manasmart from a secondary chief administrator, and we'll see you next month.
See y'all.
Have a good weekend, guys.